As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up, jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening, but all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Tonight we start Week 11 of the NFL season with a good one here between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they get a sweep of the season series. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of first as the tackle is made at the 33. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. First play's a run with Nwangu, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of...
He was brought down at the 26. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. The Vikings sit 6-3 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their opening week fell.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the play.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. You do the analysis probably with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws, and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Are we both? Yeah. I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
next drive, the Bears offense. Well, they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. First carry now for Justice Hill, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Fields. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game. It's certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
As they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. They're going to get this beyond the 30 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he will have the Vikings first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, get the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And here's Trenton Gill on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it. It's going well for them.
2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that poster out there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Fields. And this one incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Fields. And that is incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be better. Let's get it done. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they let everyone down. So we've got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Now a give, running left is Nwangu. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here we go.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. They'll get this to Nwangu. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Fields on 1st down. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the 50, here's Fields. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. The 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The way things have been going in this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play. And they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD. We're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How's this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular run it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the first half.
And no thought to bring this one out. They'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
A gain of 15. First down, Bears.
So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaud. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
51 yards on the punt there.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second and 9. One play action. Fields. And that went on the money to Claypool downfield.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take those shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second down, here's Fields.
He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. A huge play there for Chicago. 53 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Bears 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll set up a throw. That is caught by Anderson. And they've got it right across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll drop to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen.
And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 11.
Fields now to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney.
Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
Here's Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick six, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. But right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
The Bears ball carrier. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
To throw is Fields. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
Chase Claypool, the ball carrier. He was brought down at his 49-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Here's Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Quick slant finding Claypool. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Well,
the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Bryan Edwards, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And some room to run now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 31 yards rushing now. 8 carries for him so far.
And sometimes just comes down to the power of suggestion. I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
2nd and 11. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll look to throw here. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and the lead will hold at 13. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Fourth down, Fields has to have this one. There's Mooney with another catch. And he is going to have the Bears 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
There it is, a staple of most teams' playbooks, the angle route. A lot of times you want to take away that inside route by a back, but when they sell it like he's going to the flat, that is tough on inside linebackers. One false step, and that ball's completed.
Fields going to get this to Montgomery. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Working with his 2nd and 4. Now Fields. His throw incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Throwing again is Fields. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown. Darnell Mooney. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts. And they feel like they have this one in hand.
64 yards on the ground for him now, 9 carries.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brought down back at the 45-yard line.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Open man is Robbie Anderson. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now back to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.